It wasn't right. We haven't used this section of StreamYard in quite some time. So
Yeah.
this is not about Koromon. This is about other video games. But yes, we're here. Welcome back to another random surprise episode of Showboys, trying to get our 2025 year in review wrapped up. This time, Chad and I will be going through our 2025 What's Playing Awards. Nick apparently doesn't play games anymore. Neither does Dad. So it's just down to Chad and I. But it's okay because I feel like we're gonna have some stuff to talk about tonight.
Yeah, for sure.
How you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Getting ready for the, storm of the century over here in Ohio. While you're just chilling on your freaking porch in the beautiful weather in a t-shirt. Are you in a t-shirt?
I don't even have socks or shoes on. I'm barefoot.
I'm so salty. It's currently 10 degrees here. We're supposed to get like 12 to 16 inches of snow. So
yeah, I'm trying to figure out what the temperature is right now. It is 71.
Oh my gosh, dude. I gotta move to Florida, bro. That's just I'm just not built for this crap. I hate it. And I've lived here my whole life. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I really shouldn't have this adverse of a reaction to snow, but I just can't stand it, bro.
Yeah. We went to the zoo today with the kids and we were walking around and my wife was like, her parents are visiting right now. Funnily enough, during the crazy storm. She's perfect. Like, I kind of miss like snowstorms. I was like, yeah, me too. But I think I'm okay.
Yeah. Here, I always say this. I'm fine if it's snowing if I don't have anywhere to go. Like if it's gonna do this and I didn't work tomorrow, which I do work tomorrow, I'd be all right. But like tomorrow's gonna probably be the worst shift of my life. So
yeah, and I could get down with snow. It's the bitter cold.
Yeah.
That just makes me not enjoy life.
Yeah, 100%. And
you're gonna have both, so
we're gonna get both. Yeah, and it also just makes pretty much everything on a fire ground more difficult being in the cold.
I could imagine.
So any fire I've ever had in the winter has been horrendous to deal with.
That sounds awful.
Yeah,
I bet you'd probably get a lot of like car wreck stuff.
Yeah. You would think, but honestly, what we get the most of is like stupid. Like I've been sick for 2 weeks, and right now, during the storm of the century, is when I decide that I want to go sit in the ER for 12 hours.
Yeah,
like what are we doing? Like just wait, take some Tylenol, go to bed.
Yeah, I can't stop coughing.
Yeah, it's always like 2 weeks. The past 5 days, like you had all this time that you could have done this, and today is the day you're doing it.
Gotta love them. But hey, guys, we're here. We're gonna go through the best games we played in 2025, and then we'll probably maybe touch on our gaming goals, take a look, see what we accomplished, what we failed at, and maybe set some new ones. Yeah, you ready to get started?
I'm ready, man.
All right. I was trying to think. I don't remember if we've ever done just a Chad and Mike episode.
Yeah, we definitely have.
Yeah. If we have, it's been so long I forgot.
Yeah. The last we probably did was Triangle Strategy.
Oh yeah, that's true. Oh dang, that was such a fun game.
Yeah.
I always think like every 6 or 7 months, I'm like, should I buy Triangle Strategy?
Yeah. And you might as well wait because we're ramping up Final Fantasy. So
excited for that.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get started. We'll go through. We got a bunch of categories, same categories we did last year, similar to our What's Watching awards. We'll go through those, and to kick it off, maybe Chad's favorite or maybe second favorite category of the evening, best single player game. So why don't you kick us off? Give us your nominees if you have them, and then of course pick your winner.
Yeah. So PlayStation has this really cool thing where you can go back and look at like your year in review, which always comes in handy because I'm always scared that I'm gonna forget like a game I played in January.
Mm-hmm.
So my nominations for best single player game are Where Winds Meet, which is it's a multiplayer game that I'm playing single player. You can play it single player. It's both. We'll get to that a little bit later. We'll talk more about Where Winds Meet. Ghost of Yote, which I have a lot of words on tonight as well. We'll get to eventually. Kingdom Come Deliverance, which I put on my list because I'm in the process. I'm like about halfway through it right now, loving every second of it. And Assassin's Creed Shadows. And my winner is Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Nice.
For my money, dude, they made a lot of mistakes on this game.
Mm-hmm.
But it's really good. I mean, they've really adapted the open world a lot. So, you know how like if you play an open world game, you always have like the sunny region of the map, then the snowy region of the map.
Yeah.
And then you have like the rainy region of the map. Well, Shadows kind of got rid of that and they go through seasons. So when it's winter time in the game, the entire map is covered in snow.
That's awesome.
And it's, things change throughout the world. You can sneak around better. And there's just a lot that they moved the open world experience forward with. And, I don't agree on their choice of main characters to play as. I think that was a slap in the face to all the Assassin's Creed fans that have been waiting for a feudal Japanese Assassin's Creed to put Yasuke in there. He plays like crap, but the saving grace is Naoe. Naoe is awesome. She plays great. She is so fun to play as. Probably the best feeling main character from an Assassin's Creed game out of all of them.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, it's just it's a good game, dude. It definitely could have used, a lot more. It could have used a better story. But everything that's there, I mean, I put like 140 hours into it, I think.
Oh, wow.
And just ate it up.
That weather thing sounds really cool.
It's really, really cool. Because it's split into like 4 or 5 different sections. You have like springtime, which is like cherry blossom time. So the map is beautiful. Yeah. Then your summertime, and then fall, winter. But yeah, it makes the game it makes the world just feel so realistic. You know what I mean? You're not going to the north of the map where it's snowy. It's like everywhere is snowy now. So
yeah, that's awesome. I assume you saw the news of Ubisoft, and all the craziness that's happening there.
Yes, I did. Yep.
Do you think Shadows played any role in the downfall there, or?
Yeah. I think I do think so. I think that it seems like the gaming community has always been like very aggressive, right? Like we want stuff our way, and it doesn't matter. But it does seem like some of these decisions that some of these studios are making, people are pushing back on finally, instead of just embracing it and being like, oh, this is awesome. Like the Yasuke thing is a terrible decision. I'll say it. He's not even that important of a character in Japanese history. There's very little known about him. That's why they probably picked him, because they can make the story about what happened after, he kind of fell off the map. But yeah, I think they made some crappy decisions, and I think they're paying for that now.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that the other day. I was like, huh, that kind of sucks, but also like, kind of saw that coming.
Yep.
Yeah. So for me, best single player game, I had 5 nominees: Dead Cells, Expedition 33, Mini Shoot Adventures, God of War 2018, and Jedi Survivor. All of these games were super fun. Mini Shoot Adventures is probably the title. Anyone listening is probably like, what the heck is that?
Yeah.
And we'll talk more about that game later, but it's this amazing like little indie game that Dad told me about. Actually, think like Zelda, but you're like a spaceship.
Okay.
And you go around, and it's like why can't I think of the name of the game where you're like flying around a spaceship and shooting other spaceships? It's kind of like that, but as a Zelda like game where you go around a map, go in dungeons, solve little puzzles, fight bosses.
Okay. That's cool.
It's really cool. It's like it's got a really like basic minimalist storytelling kind of going on.
Yeah.
But it was really fun. So much fun that it made the list with 4 juggernaut games. But I'm going to have, man, I don't know. I had a lot of fun with all of these games. Dead Cells was amazing. Expedition 33, of course. Finally got around to playing and finishing God of War 2018. I started it like 2 years ago.
Yeah. How did you like that? Because I don't like that game. This is one of the rare occasions that Bio and I kind of agree on a game we don't
I was just about to say, I'm pretty sure he had similar feelings. I actually enjoyed it. I thought I've never played a God of War game, so this was my first experience in this franchise. So did you play the old God of War games, or?
I played God of War 3 only.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was it like the change in style, or like what was it exactly?
No, because it's funny, because if we had a podcast back during the old God of Wars, everything that they did with the new God of War would have been what I was complaining about with the old games, where it's like the combat's it's just a button masher. There's nothing going on. Kratos was the worst gaming character of all time. Like, he has no personality. There's just nothing there, right? And they changed that pretty drastically, obviously, in 2018, and made it this heartfelt son and dad story. There's a lot that I like in the game. Maybe I just got to get back to it. I don't know. Maybe it's been a while
for me. So I started playing it, and when I started it a couple years ago, I was just like not in that type of game headspace,
Yeah.
And sitting down at the computer at my desk and actually playing it, because I play on Steam or whatever. So I started it, got like 4 or 5 hours in, and kept getting distracted by, because it's like you got the collectibles, got like the side stuff,
Yeah.
But I keep track of everything I play and watch for podcast reasons, and every year that goes by, like I track the games that I've completed. I track the ones that I have like in progress, and then I have a list of ones that I want to play eventually.
Yeah.
And the God of War has been on like 3 of my sheets in a row. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to play this game.
Yeah.
I fired it up on the Steam Deck, and it ran like absolute dog turds. So I was like, just kidding. I'm not going to play this game. And then a couple months later, I was like, no, I'm going to play it. So I looked up and found this website that gives the optimal Steam Deck settings for like whatever game you want to look up. I found like the optimal settings, and it played amazing and it looked amazing. And I was like, oh, okay, here we are. And then it still took me like maybe like a month to get through, but I had a lot of fun. I thought it was a really cool story. And like I said, I never played the old one, so I didn't have like, that conceived thought of what the game should be or shouldn't be. I didn't really know any of the characters or story. But yeah, I mean, it's just like I don't know, The Last of Us or like The Mandalorian, but God of War,
Right.
Older character escorting a younger character through the world, coming of age type bonding relationship game.
Yeah.
It was fun. You should give it another try. It took me a couple tries, but once I like got into it and it started going, I was like, okay, yeah, this is pretty cool.
So I kept hearing that, like, just get to the point where you unlock the whatever the blades are called, right?
Oh yeah.
And I got to that point, but by the time I got there, I was just so like over it that I was like, yeah, I
You're
mean,
like
these are
halfway
cool,
there.
but
You just
halfway
finished it.
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought about just doing kind of what I did with Kingdom Come Deliverance and just YouTubing the story for the first game and then playing the sequel.
Like playing Ragnarok.
Playing Ragnarok instead of trying to get back through. But I do need to get back to it because everybody raves about that game, and on paper, it's got everything that I love.
Yeah,
right.
And the show's coming.
And the show's coming
soon.
Yeah.
I mean, not soon, but
yeah,
it's starting.
We're at least getting cast. Yeah.
Yeah. Which did you see who got cast?
Is it
from Sons of
Opie
Anarchy?
from Sons of Anarchy? Yeah. Okay.
Another thing that always will just randomly pop through my mind, that poor prison scene.
Oh,
like,
dude,
literally.
brutal. Yeah, brutal.
Maybe the saddest scene in any show I've ever seen. But yeah, so anyways, had a blast with Jedi Survivor, of course. That was super fun. But I think I don't know. It's between Expedition 33 and Jedi Survivor. I gotta give it to Expedition 33. It was such a good game, dude.
Yeah.
The story
I that was coming. I was surprised that there was a hesitation, to be honest.
Well, Survivor was really cool.
Yeah,
I really, really enjoyed that. But yeah, dude, the story of Expedition 33 is just so cool. Like so cool. And the gameplay is really cool. But man, that story, they crushed it. Yeah, Expedition 33, best single player game. Let's move on. Best multiplayer game. I'll go ahead and do this one, get this one rolling. I had Mario Wonder, Rotwood, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Splintered Fate, and Arc Raiders as my nominees. And as much fun as I had in the Ninja Turtles Splintered Fate game, that's like a co-op. Well, it doesn't have to be, it can be co-op roguelite like Hades or whatever. That was really fun. Rotwood, same thing, a co-op roguelike made by Clay Entertainment, who makes like Don't Starve, Oxygen Not Included, or whatever. Has awesome art style. Arc Raiders, of course, very popular, super fun extraction shooter. But I have to give this to Mario Wonder because I played this with my 10 and 8-year-old daughters, and we played it through like completion. We beat the game together. Yeah. And dude, it was such a cool experience to get to like fully play through a game with my kids.
Yeah, for sure.
They were terrible, but like we laughed so much because that's like the perfect game to play with kids who are not good at video games. But yeah, dude, it was so fun. And then like it was very nostalgic because like I played, Super Mario Bros. World with my dad, Donkey Kong Country, like all those old SNES games, and like then getting to do that as a father with my children was like,
it's cool.
Really, and I know like you have that pretty often with your boys. But yeah, I finally got to like experience that, and it was
it's awesome.
One of the coolest things ever.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's always a good time. Yeah, I mean, I'll always, even though it's not a multiplayer game, I'll always remember Tears of the Kingdom for that exact reason. Because we had like sleepovers up here. Both boys slept up here, and we would just play until like 3:00 in the morning. It's funny because if you look around my room, I decked it out entirely in Zelda stuff. I have a plastic Master Sword right ahead of me. The Hylian shield is up on my wall over here. Still got pictures up. Like everything is still up.
That's awesome.
From those times. And yeah, it was awesome. It was awesome.
Yeah, dude. Mario Wonder wins that for me for sure. And I mean, like, it's a pretty good Mario game. But yeah, just the experience with my kids. Yeah, can't beat that.
For sure.
Did you play any multiplayer games? You surprised us last year.
So yeah, I did surprise you last year. I'm not going to surprise you in the same way because I'm giving I have 2 nominations, but they're multiplayer games that I did not play multiplayer in any capacity. So the first one I mentioned in the single player game earlier, which is Where Winds Meet. Where Winds Meet is a free to play wuxia game, so like ancient China. combat, very, very similar feeling to Sekiro, quicker, just a beautiful freaking game. And when you play this game, there is such a large abundance of stuff to do in this game, and it's free, entirely free. Which this is my first experience of a free to play game. I've never played any free to play games, and it was awesome. I mean, I put like 100-something hours into this game. It is a hell of a lot of fun. Movement is fun. The combat's amazing. The bosses are amazing. It did kind of run like dog shit when it first came out. Only in certain parts of the map. Like there's like a major city, and you're like lucky to get like 20 frames per second in that major city. And then the other one is Ready or Not. And Ready or Not is a SWAT simulator, I guess is the best way to put it. And we'll talk about that later on. But my winner goes to Where Winds Meet.
Nice. Yeah, I think I tried that.
Oh yeah, you did.
For a hot second.
Yeah.
But again, like 95% of my gameplay time is just on my Steam Deck at random times where I can get like 10-15 minutes in.
Yeah.
And that one's definitely have to sit at the PC. So yeah, I haven't got to dump too much time into that one. But what I did play was pretty cool. And you just brought up Sekiro.
Yes.
We talked about Bio a few minutes ago. I watched him stream and like beat it. Dude, you'd be proud.
I know.
He did it.
Yeah.
And he like came up across a couple like just brick wall boss fights that he spent like literal like 6-8 hours, like multiple streams. But pushed through and did it, and he beat the game, and it was cool. It was cool, like because we all know how hard those Souls games are, and even though I wasn't playing, I was like, yeah, we did it.
Yeah. For sure.
But yeah. So next up, moving right along, best mobile game. Do you play mobile games? Probably not.
I do not, but I have one, and it's Where Winds Meet is also a mobile game, so I threw it on there.
Oh, nice. Yeah. This is a no-brainer for me. TCG Pocket, Pokemon trading card game, came out last year. I think it probably was my mobile game winner last year. Just phenomenal card, like collecting the cards, the digital cards. The art is just stunning. You can battle, you can trade. It's been super fun. Now we're gonna head into our console specific wars, kicking it off. Best Steam Deck game. You play much of your Steam Deck these days still?
It is sitting behind the computer over here, probably covered in half an inch of dust. I have not touched the Steam Deck since Persona 3 Reload, I believe. Was the last game that I played on it. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna give you 6 games that are phenomenal on the Steam Deck.
Okay.
That you could wait for a nice sale on. Probably not shocking. First 2 are League of Legends spin-off games of different styles telling stories. The first one is The Ruined King. It's like a turn-based like Final Fantasy, not tactics, but like the other style of Final Fantasy turn-based game. Tells the story of the Ruined King. You get to play as a handful of League of Legends characters. The story is really cool. One thing that League always does well, to most people's surprise, is like build a world and have incredible lore. And these 2 games here just dive into different areas of Runeterra, and it was really good. Ruined King was great. The other one is Convergence, follows the story of Echo, and that was kind of like a platformer beat 'em up type game. That was pretty fun. Most of the time you can get these on sale for maybe like $7 to $10, I think. Trek to Yomi, which I think I talked to you about a little bit. That was a really cool Steam Deck play. Once I had to play a little bit on the PC so I could read some of the stuff, because this Trek to Yomi is not verified. It's just playable. And the one thing that they say is
Small text.
1000% true.
Yeah.
The text is very hard to read. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I'm like 38 now, but I do think it was small. Maybe it's a combination of the two.
Yeah.
But that was a fun play. The Telltale Expanse game was really cool. You like the Expanse, yeah?
I did, yeah.
That was the first Telltale game I've ever played.
Oh, really?
Cool. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
You get to play as Kamina Drummer. And yeah, it was really, really cool. Dead Cells, everyone knows Dead Cells. Dead Cells is amazing. And then Mini Shoot Adventures. And dude, you must just go get Mini Shoot Adventures. You could probably get it really cheap on CD Keys or something. Play that on the Steam Deck. It's perfect. It's literally perfect. It's amazing.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna have to say best Steam Deck game is Dead Cells. That was a phenomenal deck play, phenomenal play period. So yeah, Dead Cells, best Steam Deck game I played in 2025. Also, one of the games, the only reason I played that game was because of the Showboys Game Club that we do. It was nominated by someone, it won, and I played it, and it was a blast. But yeah, you didn't play anything on the Steam Deck, sounds like.
I did not. No, yeah, the current plan is that when we hit up Final Fantasy Tactics, I think I'm going to bust the Steam Deck out for it because I think it'd just be perfect for it.
That'll be a good one.
And I believe that. No, I played Triangle Strategy on the Switch, I think, which is just, yeah, you almost need a handheld for those kind of games, I feel.
Yeah, man. Triangle Strategy. I freaking love that game.
Yeah. I need to get back to it, especially because I know that you played a little bit of like New Game Plus and it gives you the dialogue options. And that is something that I wish Persona would do because I want to go back through New Game Plus and like 100% it. And I would really like to not have to look up dialogue options on my phone, just have it right there. You know, there's a couple mods that you can get for it. If I can figure out how to mod it on the Steam Deck, maybe that's an option. But it's such a brilliant idea, especially on New Game Plus, you know?
Yeah, so definitely I played through that twice, and I think I got the true ending the second time.
Yeah.
But I almost just kind of want to play through it a third time and get the other non-true ending. I don't know. Is there three endings?
There's a bunch. I thought there was a bunch of endings.
I also really want to I never finished Octopath Traveler. Like I got like, I don't know, 10, 15 hours into that and really loved it. And then they have Octopath Traveler 2, and then they have Octopath Traveler 0.
Yeah.
Just, those games are fun. Anyways, PlayStation 5 game, though. I'm sure you played plenty of these. Why don't you start us off here?
I did. So I left this just the winner because kind of took it as like a PlayStation exclusive game, even though my next categories I didn't do that with. I don't know why I did. But I think the reason that this game is my winner is just as like a caveat of there was no other PS5 exclusives that I played, and it's Ghost of Yote. Okay. And we'll talk about Ghost of Yote a little bit more later on. But yeah, dude, from the first trailer to when I rolled the credits, a huge letdown for me.
Oh, no.
Yeah, huge letdown. Could have been great, Mike. It could have been great. And unfortunately it didn't. And I don't know if it was like a recency to Shadows that just does feudal Japan in such a epic, massive, huge castles and huge areas. And then Ghost of Yote kind of takes place in the Hokkaido region, which is way north out in the wilds of Japan. So it just felt very empty, I guess is the best way to put it, you know? But we'll talk about that. I got a lot more to say. We'll talk about it later.
Yeah, I keep I keep getting like this close to buying Ghosts of Tsushima and finally playing it. It's verified on the deck now.
Yep.
But I feel like I would at least have to play, a decent chunk of that on a big screen just to like take it in.
Yeah.
My best PlayStation 5 game was definitely not a PlayStation 5 game, but it was a PlayStation game. Technically, would be God of War 2018. It's the only game from my list, which let me just tell you, I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit. But I completed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Nope. Looking at the wrong year. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 26 games this year from my backlog.
Dang.
That was a busy year.
Yeah, it was. You did better than I did for sure.
But out of those, that was the only PlayStation game technically.
Yeah.
Speaking. And next up would be, well, I mean, all right, dude. I would say you got the blades. You're like halfway through the game.
Yeah.
You should just push through.
I should
do it.
Yeah.
Because
I think the sequel looks sick, to be honest.
Yeah, and the end of the game, like this, the end of the story of game 1 is really cool.
Is it? Yeah. I'll stand on this hill forever. That opening boss fight for that game, 10 out of 10. That opening, whoever that dude is with the tattoos that shows up, like that is just an epic fight, bro.
It is. Yeah.
What a way to open a game.
Yeah, man. And yeah, he doesn't go away. So
yeah.
Yeah. Next category, best Xbox game. And of course, obviously I didn't play my PlayStation game on a PlayStation, so it doesn't have to be played on an Xbox. Did you play any Xbox games in air quotes this year?
Yeah, I did. So this is another just the winner thing. And this is weird to do because I'm halfway through this game, but it's Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Oh, and we talked about it a little bit earlier. I skipped the first game. It doesn't have a PS5 upgrade, so it's runs like crap. So I just YouTubed the story and moved on to this one. This game, for the first 10, 15 hours, made me want to rip my freaking hair out. Like it is medieval simulator. I mean, you got to keep this guy fed. You got to keep him like well slept. He's got to sleep. He's got to eat. It's just if you eat food that's bad, you get food poisoning. Then he gets sick. He can die from getting. There's a lot going on in this game. Jeez. The combat, I am never and never will be a fan of first-person melee combat. I think it's clunky feeling. Yeah, I think it feels like crap. This game's no different. I think it's clunky. It is a realistic sword fighting system. And that sounds fun. It's not. They fought really boringly. But as you level up a little bit, you get a little bit more powerful. Henry becomes not so much of a bitch, needing to sleep and eat every 15 minutes. The game is really, really, really good. There's not a game outside of maybe Red Dead Redemption 2, that has the immersion factor that this game has. Because while those things sound annoying, he's got to eat, he's got to sleep, all this stuff, it really immerses you into the character, immerses you into the game, because you have to find an inn. You got to get it in because you got to sleep at night. You have to, there's a lot of stuff you have to pay, but you're just so fully immersed in this world. And then once you level up a little bit, the combat gets good. And the way that I did it, I gotta tell the story real quick because it's just I'm such a hillbilly when it comes to games sometimes. But so you can overload. You have capacity in your inventory, and you can't go past that. And if you go past that, you walk really slow. You can't ride a horse. You can't fast travel. If you overload yourself to the max and walk around, it raises your strength and raises your vitality, which is how hard you hit and how much stamina you have in your health. Yeah. So I loaded him up as heavy as I can get. I mean, I robbed a couple stores, took their entire inventory, just loaded this dude up. And then I took a shoestring and tied both of my analog sticks to the side. So he's looking down and just walking in circles. And I just turned the TV off. Okay. It just let him walk around in circles. And I am now fully maxed out on vitality. That's
hilarious.
And strength. So the game became way more fun after that.
Yeah,
honestly.
That's hilarious. It's like putting your Fitbit on your dog's leg so you get your steps in. Oh, that's amazing. What made you push? Because 10 to 15 hours of not fun game is a long time to not be having fun. Like, what made you push through?
Yeah, so it's you know how I am. I like to build my content bubbles and play things, and we're just starting a Night of the Seven Kingdoms. I needed a medieval game. I tried The Witcher 3. I went through quite the process with The Witcher 3, which we can talk about. But
is that like your version of God of War 2018 for me? Because I feel like you have been talking about wanting to beat that for like since you've been on the podcast.
Yeah, no, I beat it. I've always wanted to 100% it, which is the thing that always actually was on my gaming goals multiple years in a row. But okay, not to get on a total side tangent, but The Witcher, okay? So The Witcher games have New Game Plus. When you end a game, you can start New Game Plus with all your stuff, right? The Witcher has that, but you cannot do it again at the end of a New Game Plus. So it's only one time. So I want to restart the game, but I want to keep all my shit that I got from the last playthrough because I went through quite a lot to get all the good stuff.
Yeah.
But you can't do it. You can't start a New Game Plus again.
Oh no.
So my grand idea is I'll just try to see if I have a save that's from, and I don't. Everything is New Game Plus. I don't have any save. But The Witcher 3 has cross save between PC and PlayStation. So I'm like, okay, here's what I'll do. I'll buy it on the boys' laptop, download it. I'll install a save file that's 100% on New Game, ready for New Game Plus. I spent probably 10 hours the one day on Brady's computer trying to get it to work. Could not get the game to load on his computer. So I got everything in there, loads all to the full max, crashes. And I'm I'm on online literally 10 hours. The next day, which is Christmas Day, I'm like, after the gifts are open and everything, I was like, I'm going to go tinker with this, but I'm going to just download it on Romans and see if it's maybe just Brady's computer. Do everything the exact same way. 2 seconds, loads it up, loads it over to the PlayStation, and I get my save. It's just Brady's computer that's the problem. So I spent all this time where I was like, oh my gosh. But yeah, it ended up working. But then after that, I kind of trailed off of it because I was like, I played this game so many freaking times, dude. It's just not fun anymore. So I was looking for a medieval game. That's what made me stick with it because this is really it.
Yeah,
this is the night game to play. So I'm glad I stuck with it, though.
That's good. If you are looking for other things to watch in that same bubble, I just watched Timothy Chalamet's The King on Netflix.
Yes.
Have you seen it? I take it you've seen it?
Yeah, I did watch it. Yep.
Dude, that was rad.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a great actor, dude.
Dude, he is. Oh my gosh, he's so good. Okay. So kind of somewhat thematically similar. My Xbox game was Rise, Son of Rome. I know it's like a decade old.
Yeah, every bit. Yeah.
But, dude, I played it on the Steam Deck, obviously, because that's like what I play everything on. Dude, it holds up. That game is awesome. And it's very cheap, obviously, now. And you can get it even cheaper when it goes on sale. I think like base price is like $10.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, I mean, the story is really cool. The combat is really cool. It like graphically looks amazing.
Is it like Arkham Combat?
Yeah, but it's kind of like I don't know. It's like sticky. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like you kind of like snap to your targets and whatever. Yeah, dude, I had a lot of fun playing that game. And it's not like super long. It's pretty cheap. It looks phenomenal for being so old. Like it looks like it could have been made like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And yeah, dude, it's just another Steam Deck play. Dude, I'm telling you, it's amazing. That would be my Xbox game on technicalities.
Yes.
Moving on to best Switch game. Did you play any Switch games this year?
I did not. No.
No? Okay. Well, mine, probably not surprising, would be the new Pokemon Legends ZA game. I got a Switch 2. Got ZA on release. And I'm going to talk more about this game in a couple categories. But I have to like praise the Switch 2. Like it it ran so smooth.
Yeah.
Like butter, pristine. Like
I
played.
have been very impressed with Roman Switch 2 so
Yeah.
far.
Yeah. I also got Donkey Kong Bonanza, but I've only played it like, I don't know, maybe 2 hours. So definitely not enough to compete with ZA. So again, that's the only Switch game I played. So it wins. PC games. Did you play any PC games?
I did, and it's going to be kind of your thing, a caveat, and I am going to give it to Ready or Not.
Okay.
And that was the SWAT simulator I talked about in a previous category. I don't remember which one, but it is, if you can imagine, for those that have played the reboot of Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the clean house mission where it's that slow night vision clearing of the compound, it's that, but on a full game of those. So you have different maps, and they range anywhere from, narco tunnels to gas stations that are being robbed and anything in between. There's a lot of different maps, and it is a tough freaking game, dude. Like it's one of the hardest games I've ever played, because it's realistic. It's one shot, you're dead. And you have a team of guys that you can control. It's a first person shooter, but it's very slow, methodical, tactical clearing of these buildings. And, I listen to a lot of SEAL podcasts, so I always hear them talking about this stuff, and I'm like, oh, it sounds so cool. And this kind of gives me the chance to be like, oh, screw that, like that sounds cool in theory, but I don't want to do that in real life.
What the heck is the name of this game? Something to Fallujah. There's a game that just recently came out that sounds very similar to that, but you're going through the streets of Fallujah, and it's like a squad based like multiplayer game that's like insanely hard. And I forget who I saw talking about it. Some ex military YouTuber was like, it's like one of the most realistic.
That game was actually getting a lot of flack for that, for being such a realistic portrayal of that.
Man, I wish I knew the full name of the game, but know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, my hope is that the studio goes and does like a SEAL game or a military like overseas game, because I think they do a really good job at it. But yeah, dude, this game is it's a lot of fun, and I'm still playing it. Like every now and then I'll just be like, oh, you know what? I'm going to go take this gas station down. Let's get robbed. And it's just a fun, relaxing. Now that I've got everything pretty much figured out, like the controls, it's kind of got a steep learning curve to it. But it started originally on PC and then made its way to console this year. So it's great for anybody that likes the clean house mission of Modern Warfare, which I know that was a hugely popular mission. You should check this game out.
Nice. Mine is going to be Jedi Survivor, not exclusively a PC game, but a game that I exclusively played on PC. See how we did that there. Super fun. One of the games we played through on our Patreon, and I keep seeing rumors of a Jedi 3. You see?
Yeah, and I hear the rumor is that it's close. Like it might be releasing this year, which is interesting.
Yeah, which makes me excited, but also I'm a little bit like, okay,
a little worried.
What story are we telling here?
Yeah, I'm a little
it kind of like really wrapped up after Survivor.
Yeah,
Fallen Order definitely was open ended, like left room for more adventures. This one was very much like, hey, we're kind of all stuck on this planet now. And literally did everything we needed to do.
Yep.
So yeah, maybe a little worried.
I'll be curious if they stick with Cal, or if they could take it in a different direction and do a different Survivor, right?
Yeah,
we know that there's at least a couple that we've seen even in the shows that it wasn't a complete wipeout of the Jedi, right?
Yeah.
So,
oh my gosh. Speaking of shows, did you see the Maul trailer?
Oh, dude, looks so good. Yes,
dude, it looks so incredible.
Yeah, I can't wait.
And we got to get Cal in a dang show. That damn been a freaking show.
I cannot believe it hasn't happened yet, to be honest.
But yeah, man. I mean, we have like 6 episodes on our Patreon on Jedi Survivor. That game was awesome. It was like Uncharted, but as Jedi. Like, amazing game. Now we're gonna choose our favorite gaming device for the year. I'm just getting mine out of the way. Steam Deck, obviously. Chad, what did you enjoy playing your games on?
Yeah, man. So I actually got a new system this year, and it is the PS5 Pro.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, dude, I love this thing. Like, absolutely love this thing. I'm a sucker for any slight improvements to games, and it does just that. It takes, on a lot of the games, it takes the original PS5 release of the game has fidelity or performance, and you always had to choose, and I always had a hard time choosing because, you know, I love my 60 FPS, but I also love the fidelity of the graphics. It squashes that entirely. Now you're going to get fidelity and performance. Now that's the selling point that they sold when they first announced it. But there's always something better that the developers can do, right? So that choice is still there. Right? Because now they're making the games better, and now there's still a quality and a performance. It's just better than the original. But the big difference was Shadows. Shadows is almost an entirely different game from the PS5 to the Pro. Whatever they did over at Ubisoft, it is night and day difference with the lighting, with the performance, with everything. It is incredible. Man. You can go look up YouTube videos that show it off. It's incredible. But yeah, I've played pretty much everything. Yeah, everything on my list on the Pro this year. And I'm glad I got it. I'm missing my disc drive a little bit. That one's stinging a little bit. It does not have a disc drive.
The Pro is digital only, huh?
Right, it is. I believe you can buy a disc drive, but I'm kind of in the process of just like ditching the disc idea. I was a devout physical gamer for many years. Now I just don't think it makes really any sense to do it.
Yeah, it's tough because like I like having it, right? But because of switching to PC and Steam, just the ease of being like, I'll play this game. I'm just gonna click on it and it's gonna work. And I don't have to like put anything in my Steam Deck. I don't have to put anything in my PC. I'll just click on this thing and it's gonna open.
Yeah.
I got spoiled so much that I'm like I got like, of course, Legend Z8. Well, that was digital. But I got Donkey Kong Bonanza and then Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze for Christmas, the carts. And I'm like, dang it. Like, I kind of wish I just would have bought them digitally because now I have to like go, like get off my couch and go over to my desk and get the stinking game and put it in.
My thing is just always, it was always because the generation that we grew up with. We grew up with the midnight releases. We grew up with getting something physical to hold in your hand. And I always said for the longest time, I was like, I will continue to buy physical until it's cheaper to buy digital because I'd rather have something that I can hold in my hand. Right? Even if it's a $2 disc in a plastic case, it doesn't matter. It's just the fact that I spent $70 on holding something.
Yeah.
And as it kind of they used to come with like like guides on the inside with all the enemies. Like if you look at older games, the physical stuff was
manual,
awesome. The manual, The Witcher 3, dude, The Witcher 3 comes with a map, a manual of all the monsters. It came with a freaking thank you note. Thank you for buying my game. Like I was just blown away when I bought that game. But now it's just to the point where I'm like, everything is digital. I don't have to go to midnight releases anymore. I can download it and have it ready. Not that I play at midnight anymore, but
yeah, dude, I can't even stay past like 10:30.
Yeah, neither can I. So I'm in the process of slowly buying all the games that I have on disc. I just got Red Dead for $15. I think I got The Witcher 10 or The Witcher 3 for like $10 on sale. So I'm slowly filling out my disc collection into my digital library. But
nice. I mentioned The King, the movie, earlier.
Yeah.
It took me 4 nights to watch it because I can't stay up late anymore.
So
essentially every movie I've watched this year has been watched like a limited series
like a limited
show.
Series.
Oh man. Yeah, okay, so where are we now? We're at breakout game. So this game maybe one that you didn't expect to be as awesome as it was until you got into it. For me, this is going to be Mini Shoot Adventures. Like, no idea this game existed. Dad was like, "Hey, you should check this game out. I'm playing it. It's fun." I looked at it and I was like, "Is it fun, Dad? Are you sure?" But I got it for a couple bucks and fired it up and literally could not put it down until I beat it. So, came out of nowhere, hooked me. It's charming. The art style is awesome. It's fun just flying around as a little Zelda-like spaceship, doing dungeons, killing bosses and stuff. Had a lot of fun. Definitely recommend it. It's a perfect Steam Deck game. What was your breakout game this year?
Yeah, so I had 2 on here, Ready or Not, which we talked about kind of extensively already, and then Where Winds Meet. And I got to give it to Where Winds Meet because free to play, like I had no expectations going into this thing. I was like, it's going to be a gotcha game selling things, which it does. It does, don't get me wrong. And it did sucker me in multiple times on buying some of those things. But it's just, it's a game unlike any other. There's no wuxia games out there. Think Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, if you've ever seen that movie. That's the genre. Yeah, it's awesome, dude. It's
character
awesome. Character creator,
so detailed,
insane. Yeah, insane. People are making SpongeBob, Squidward, Michael Jackson, like all these different characters. Bro. Like,
just Google Where Winds Meet characters. Because. And the cool thing is like they have them like community made preset ones that you could like choose the SpongeBob if you wanted to be.
It's a really sick game, dude. I'm glad I stuck with it. I'm glad I played it. I'm glad I got over the hurdle of because it does have like a mobile UI to it, like a mobile game UI, and that drives me nuts at times. But yeah, I don't agree with the release schedule for it. So this game has been out for over a year in China. It's had an abundance of updates and new maps and new outfits and new weapons, all kinds of stuff, but also big performance upgrades. The way they released it, instead of releasing the fully performance upgraded game, they just started from the beginning again in the US. So it comes out, it kind of runs like dog shit, and then it gets its patches as it goes through kind of the life cycle it did in China. And I hate that. Like, you should have just released the patched up game here. Like, it's already patched up. Why do we have to go through this crap too? You know?
Yeah. That's hilarious. And makes absolutely no sense.
Yeah.
But okay, whatever. Now we're gonna flip the coin, and the biggest flop. What was yours? I think you alluded to it earlier.
I did. Mine was Ghost of Yotei, and dude, this one pains me so much because everybody that watches this podcast knows that I absolutely loved Ghost of Tsushima. It's one of my favorite games of all time. But from the trailer of them announcing this game, it was the biggest letdown of a game announcement that I've ever seen. Getting the game, hoping that I could get over the hurdles that I had, and I wasn't really able to, and it sucks because there's so much in that. Like, if you go back, and it might have been somewhere, either for Showboys or the website I used to write for, I wrote an article about 10 things that we want from a Ghost of Tsushima sequel. This game has all of them.
Really?
Almost all of them. Okay. But unfortunately, I think the story is aggressively weak. I think the swap to a female main character was a horrible decision. I don't vibe with that. I'm fine playing as a female. Shadows won my game of the year. I played that entire game as a female. But it's just, there's some things that just should not have a female main character, and a samurai game, unfortunately for me, is one of those. And it sucks because Musashi is in this game. It's a nod to Musashi, a famous samurai. I have it tattooed on my arm. So it's got all this stuff that I love, new weapons, everything that I love, and it just did not land for me to the point where I beat it and I didn't platinum it. I didn't go do all the extra stuff. I was just like, yeah, it's pretty meh. Like it's the story of Tsushima is phenomenal. This story, like every female warrior story ever told, is a freaking revenge story. And I'm so over the revenge stories. Like it's just boring. Like it's come up with something new. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I thought I could get over the hurdle. I love Kill Bill. Kill Bill is a female-led revenge story. I thought I could get through it. I got through the game. I beat it. Never played again, probably. Hopefully they correct themselves on the sequel that will come in 5 to 7 years, which sucks. So we waited all this time for this crap.
Yeah. My biggest flop was Pokemon Legends ZA. I was Pokeboys. We did an episode on ZA, like a couple months ago. I think maybe middle of November before Thanksgiving or something. And in that episode, I was hyped. I was loving it. There are definitely things to love in that game. I love the Legends spin-off of the Pokemon games. But this would be the second Legends game. There was Legends Arceus back on the original Switch about 4 years ago or so, I think.
Yeah.
Loved it. One of my favorite games. It's what sucked me back into Pokemon. Totally revitalized the Pokemon formula, the battles, the catching, had cool in-game lore things where when in all the Pokemon games, when you catch a Pokemon, it fills out that Pokemon's entry in the Pokédex, right? It gives a little information about it. Well, in Legends Arceus, you're helping make the first ever Pokédex, and it's like a paper journal because it's way early back in time.
Yeah.
And to fill out the Pokédex, you have to catch a certain number of large versions of that Pokemon, a certain number of small versions. You have to have battles with it. You have to use certain moves with it. You have to there's I don't know, 10 different things on the page that you have to do a certain number of to complete the page. And it's that was the coolest thing ever for me.
Yeah.
And the Arceus was hundreds of years in the past in this one region, and you're seeing one of the first settlements grow in literally buildings and size and people, but also the people and their relationships with Pokemon. At the beginning of the game, they're kind of afraid of Pokemon, and then by the end, you're normal Pokemon human relationship, right? So cool. So when they announced ZA, I was like, oh sweet, we're gonna get another cool historical take in a region that we know, and it's gonna be awesome and help explain that generation's normal game, how it got to where it was. Psych. This game actually takes place a couple years after Pokemon X and Y. Which was a big bummer because I was like, oh dang it, I like the historical stuff.
That almost sucked me back into Pokemon, dude. Was Arceus that sounds dope.
You should give it a try. Unfortunately, Nintendo games never go on sale, so
they don't.
You will never get that one cheap.
But
I bet if you went to the North Canton Library, though,
they probably have it. Right.
Which biggest thing I miss from Ohio, the libraries here suck. They don't have video games. I hate it. So this game, it's in the future technically. It all takes place inside one city. The city's big, but it's not as big as a normal Pokemon world, and you're just inside a city. So I'm how are we going to catch Pokemon inside a city? That makes no sense. I mean, sure, there's going to be Pokemon that are in cities, but there's obviously wild Pokemon that are not found in urban areas and found out in the wild. How are you going to explain that? And they did like a really weird job that kind of made sense, but also was like, this is kind of weird. There were like little zones throughout the city that were overtaken by Pokemon, and you could just go in there and catch them. It was the story was lame up until a certain point. The Pokédex, like the Pokemon that were included, like were really lame. It had the feature of Mega Evolution, which is a pretty cool one thing that Pokemon games do is like each generation has like its own gimmick, and then usually they don't revisit that gimmick ever again.
Yeah.
After that game, even though most people like the gimmick, like Mega Evolution, everyone loves Mega Evolution. They never did it ever again.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, if you want to play that, go play that game that's like 10 years old.
Yeah.
And deal with it. But what made ZA cool is they brought Mega Evolution back and added a bunch more Pokemon that could Mega Evolve, which was cool. But there were way too many negatives for me, even though I was blinded by my just Pokemon fanboy nature at the beginning.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, this game flopped hard for me, and it makes me sad.
Yeah.
But I still played a ton of it.
Yeah. You're not the first person that I've heard say that, though. Yeah.
Oh well.
It's a bummer, dude. I would love Nintendo for maybe to start taking their games a little more seriously. Adding voice acting maybe into their games would be a great start.
Yeah,
like how do Pokemon? I don't know if any of the new ones do, but how do these games not have voice acting? Like that's insane.
They don't.
Zelda's the same way. Like you get some cutscenes with voice acting, but not in the game. It's like, what are we doing?
You guys get cutscenes with voice acting?
Yeah, they get cutscenes. Yeah.
No, dude, I got to read the whole time. I think.
Yeah.
It's 2026, dude.
It's insane. Yeah.
Yeah, but Game Freak, who's largely responsible for the Pokemon games, is developing a new non-Pokemon company game. Oh shoot! I wish I knew what the name is. Venom posted a like introduction video to it in our Discord.
Yeah,
it looks sick.
Yeah.
It looks so freaking cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm excited to see what Game Freak does when they're not bound by the limitations of Nintendo and the Pokemon Company.
Right.
But yeah, ZA big flop for me. We only got 3 more categories, finishing with our game of the year. Next up, though, is the most slept on game. So, different than Breakout Game. This is going to be one that I'll start the category and it'll kind of explain itself. So I have The Expanse and God of War 2018, and my winner is God of War 2018. Most slept on game for me. Why? Because it took me like 2.5 years to beat this game, and like multiple startups. When it didn't really deserve that. I don't know. I don't have a good explanation of really what made me stop the first time. The second time was because I hadn't figured out the optimized Steam Deck settings, but I'm glad that I finally got back into it and actually finished it, because it did not deserve to be slept on. But yeah, do you have a most slept on game?
I do. And these kind of go, I'm going to take some more shots here with these next 2 categories, but my most slept on games is Assassin's Creed Shadows. And that's not because I slept on it. That's because I feel like a lot of people are sleeping on it just because of Ubisoft being Ubisoft and some things that happened pre-launch with it. This game is the feudal Japanese experience for this year. Like there's no competition. Ghost Iote, sorry, you didn't do it. I just think you need to go into the game knowing what it is. Go into the game knowing that you're going to get a ninja game, not a samurai game. You go in with that, I think you'll have a great time. I think there's a lot of fun to be had in this game. You should definitely give it a whirl, Nick, who we'll see here when we talk about our gaming goals in a little bit, didn't follow through on one of his gaming goals. So.
Oh, I'm sure. Okay, that makes sense, though. Makes sense. Most overrated game. Go for it.
Ghost Iote, final answer.
Yeah, and I don't really have to explain much either, because I just did. My most overrated game was Legend ZA. it pains me to say that, but even though I'm a Poke fan, a host of a Pokemon podcast, I can admit when a game sucks. And while not the worst Pokemon game, it definitely was a huge letdown for me.
Yeah.
But now we're at the end. Game of the year. I gotta ask, one, are any of your nominees new to the episode? Like, or have you talked about all of them?
Yeah, I've talked about all of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So have I. But why don't you lead us off here?
Yeah. So I have Assassin's Creed Shadows, obviously. Ready or Not, Kingdom Come Deliverance, and Where Winds Meet for Game of the Year. Okay. And as much as I love Where Winds Meet, it feels weird giving it to a free-to-play game, so I gotta give it to Shadows.
Okay.
I ate Shadows up, man. Like I loved it. I loved it as much as I was playing it. As after, I thought, sometimes I get recency bias.
How long ago did you play it?
I mean, it came out in May, maybe. I mean, it's been a while.
Oh, yeah, so it held up.
It held up.
Okay.
Yeah. It held up, and it maybe even got better as time went on.
Nice.
Yeah.
Kingdom Come Deliverance getting slighted not only by Jeff Keighley, but also Chad Kinsey.
Yep.
We're gonna be sending out a tweet here. So my Game of the Year nominees: Mario Wonder, for obvious reasons, like I spoke about. Has nothing to do with the game itself, but the experience I had playing with my kids.
Yeah.
Expedition 33 and Jedi Survivor. And much like every game award show in the existence of game award shows in 2025, my Game of the Year goes to Expedition 33. Chad, you must play this game.
Like, when we get to the gaming goals, you'll see.
Okay. It's like, to be fair, this is not a genre of game that I typically like get into. So that has a big part to play. And I feel like a lot of people were in a similar boat as me, where like, this isn't like a genre that they're like super like deep into, right? So the accessibility to this type of genre, I think, like, helped bolster the massive hype that this game got. But like, the gameplay is so good. The combat is so cool, and it's what I wish that like a Pokemon game, I know that sounds like way out of left field, but this style of turn-based combat where it's like it's the obvious turn-based based on speed, you have your abilities you can go through, but also there's like the quick time like cutscenes in the combat where like if you hit the button at a certain spot when you're doing your ability, you'll get like a crit or boosted damage or an add-on effect or whatever. Or, when you're getting attacked, if you push this button at the right time, you'll dodge. If you push this button at the right time, you'll parry and send damage back. And it's like, a really cool take on turn-based combat that I've never, I know it's not new, but I've never experienced, and I thought it was fun. And it was like extremely difficult to master the timings. Let me tell you, I wanted to throw my Steam Deck off my porch many times. The story, though, my goodness. When you finish the first act, my jaw hit the table, and I was like, that was the first act? Are you kidding me? And then every time, dude, I'm just like mind getting blown like every 5 hours.
Yeah.
The characters are amazing. The dialogue, like, just, I don't need to talk it up because every place on the internet has talked this game up, but it's true. Like, hashtag can confirm. Like,
yeah,
they weren't just gassing this game up. Like, everything that everyone has said about this game is 100% undeniably true. It's a phenomenal game.
I was getting so annoyed at the Game Awards because it was winning literally everything that it was nominated for. You know, it was like, oh my gosh, dude. Like, let me guess, Clair Obscur. And Clair Obscur. Okay.
Yeah.
And I thought it was funny that all the developers were dressed like Frenchmen. I don't know what those outfits are, but I was just like, what is going on here, bro?
Dude, I'm excited for you to play this game. I can't wait. Once you start it, you have to tell me. I'll need updates. Yeah, it's great. Not a super good Steam Deck play. I played obviously, come on, it's me. I played the majority of this on the Steam Deck.
Yeah.
Probably would be a way better experience on a console or PC. But hey, I portability is like the only important thing to me when it comes to gaming, and so I had to play it on the Steam Deck, even though it was less than optimal. But even with that, playing it like that, still a great game.
Yeah. It's that's going to be tough for me because, like, I'm sure it's a long game, right?
If you want it to be,
yeah,
it's not like incredibly long.
Okay. Normally those, I mean, that's not a JRPG per se, but
I mean, I didn't do like all of the side stuff, and there's a lot of side stuff. The main story, I don't know, your average 20, 25, maybe 30.
Okay, yeah, that's not bad. Because normally, like, if I'm playing Persona, I have to have it on a handheld. You know what I mean? It's like a 100-hour game. I have to be able to play it on the toilet or in bed. You know, it's just it has to happen. So
yeah.
But it does seem like maybe a console game.
Yeah. I mean, it's doable. It's just it'll be way more enjoyable on a console or your PC or whatever. But yeah, man, gaming goals. We'll do a recap of 2025, see what we hit on, what we missed on, and then we'll go into 2026. So let's review yours. How'd you do?
The typical terrible. I wanted to. My first one was Spider-Man 2 walkthrough / playthrough for the channel.
Fail.
I was very, very dead set on that. I don't know why that failed, but it failed. The second was a Persona walkthrough of some type. That one I still definitely want to do. I still want to do Spider-Man as well. I do need to get back to streaming. It's been so long. I don't even remember the last time I streamed a game.
Same.
My other one was revisit Hogwarts Legacy, Black Myth Wukong, and Grand Theft Auto 5. I did Grand Theft Auto 5 for a little bit. I did Hogwarts Legacy for maybe 2 hours as I was in between. This was in between The Witcher and Kingdom Come Deliverance. I was like, maybe I'll go do Hogwarts Legacy. I didn't give that game a fair shake, primarily because I knew nothing about Harry Potter going into it. I had never seen any of the movies, read any of the books, totally stayed away from it. But now I have seen all the movies, read part of the first book. So I'm like, all right, maybe if I go back, and even in the first 2 hours, I'm like, oh, that's the thing from the thing. Cool, you know? My other one was keep up with all the major releases, which I feel like I did fairly well on that one. So actually, I didn't do too bad, really. Maybe over 50%, because the last one, or under 50%, maybe right at 50%. The other one was get Nick to play AC Shadows with me at launch. That one, that one didn't pan out.
Yeah, what's that guy even do? Yeah, so mine were not like hyper specific. Well, I guess like half and half. I had beat or finished games from my backlog, which was a massive success. Like I said a little bit ago, like 25 or 26 completed games. Yeah, definitely did a good job there. My next one was not buy as many games, which I also did pretty well at. I mean, I still bought like, 5, somewhere between 5 to 10 games. But comparatively, that was like, and it was like a pretty good stretch throughout the year where I didn't buy anything and I was just knocking stuff off the backlog. But then some sales came up, and like you get like 4 games for like $15. Like, how am I supposed to pass that up? but even so, yeah, I didn't buy as many as normal. I wanted to do one season of Pokeboys per quarter, so I have 4 seasons of Pokeboys released last year. I think we did 3 seasons. So right now, Kumino and I are in the beginning phases of season 9, which feels really crazy to say that we've had 9 seasons of Pokeboys.
Yeah.
So that was kind of like, not necessarily a fail, but didn't quite hit the exact number. Then I had to put out the TCG Pocket League content. Like I said before, the mobile Pokemon card game, you can battle and stuff. So we organized this whole like league where we were gonna like we recorded our matches. We had a couple of us like shoutcasting the matches. We had like graphics and divisions and this whole thing, like these rules for our decks and stuff. And we we recorded like 3 or 4 weeks worth of matches, but just fell off with editing time. It was a massive workload for poor Dad. So it fell apart, which was sad because it was really cool. Dad and I have been kicking around ideas of doing much shorter things, like a like streaming a tournament, a handful of people instead of doing a league. But one day a league would be so cool.
Yeah.
So that was a massive fail, and then find a fun community type game to play with either Showboys and the Pokeboys community. I put that as a fail, but while technically not finding a game to play, we started the game club,
right,
which I guess would count, and I guess would be a passing goal because we put out a handful of episodes. So again, I'll just explain the game club, and we got to get you involved in the game club, Chad. I think you'd enjoy it. What we do, everyone suggests a game from their backlog. I throw it in one of those, wheel spinning things. We'll spin the wheel. Whatever game is chosen is the game that we play. We'll all play through it, and then I record bonus audio only podcast where we review the game. And we changed the format up a little bit for 2026, where like if you don't own the game, if you can't buy it for whatever reason, or just absolutely negative interest in wanting to play the game, like just play the one that you suggested. And I have the person who suggested and won the game pool. They come on with me, we review it together, and then others can send in audio of themselves reviewing the game they played.
Yeah.
I throw it all together in a podcast episode and throw it out. It's super fun. Joe, I just did January's game was Cat Quest 2 as suggested by Joe Cross.
Yeah.
Which was fun. And then we just recorded the episode last week and it was super fun. He's like a professional wrestler.
Yeah. Yeah. He actually wrestles with a guy I used to work with at the fire department.
No way.
Yeah. I just randomly came across that online. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm not going to say his name, but that's the guy.
That's so funny.
That's the guy. That's Joe, Milkman.
Yeah.
What's the Milkman?
The Milkman. Anytime champ, Milkman. No. So the game club's been super fun. So I guess we'll say that was a passing goal.
Yeah.
2026 goals. I have. I'm gonna put like a number on how many games I beat. Obviously, dude, what I did last year was ridiculous.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna try to set myself up for failure. I'm just saying I'm gonna try to keep the pace of beating a game a month. Seems doable. 12 games.
For sure. Yeah.
Next goal is to keep the game club going strong. It's been really fun for everyone who's participated. So hoping that we can keep that going. Gonna do the goal of 1 season of Pokeboys per quarter. And then my last one is very, very specific. I shouldn't do this because it's always backfired for you guys, but I'm going to have a goal of playing Ghost of Tsushima this year, of an actual specific game. So we'll see. I might have to. You might have to check in every couple months to see, if I've done it and keep me honest there. But those are my goals for this year. What are yours?
Yeah, some of mine are kind of funny because I just talked so much shit about a certain game. But I would like to revisit, or not revisit. I would like to visit some games that I missed or skipped this year. Mafia Old Country.
Yeah.
I'm Italian. It's my jam. It just kind of flew under my radar. Metal Gear Solid remake, the Metal Gear Solid 3 remake, game from my childhood that I loved. Love to play that. Claire Obscure, obviously, is high on that list because of your applause all year long around the game. And it's just a obnoxious winning of awards at the game
at this
awards.
point, you got to find out.
Just got to do it.
True.
I'm just going to have to do it. This is the one that's funny. I want to give Ghost of Yotei another try on New Game Plus. This happens to me occasionally where I do not enjoy a game the first time through and then end up loving the game a second time through. It happened with Red Dead Redemption 2. I did not like Red Dead Redemption 2 the first time I played it. If anybody on the podcast remember, I got obsessed with that game last summer. I played it for like 7 straight months.
Yeah.
Which is a rare for me. I move game to game. So for a game to hold my attention for that long, it's something special. So I'd like to give Yotei a try. I'm going to continue to kind of obsess over Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 right now, just because I'm starting to have a blast with it. Hogwarts Legacy replay will definitely happen this year. I was almost there like a couple weeks ago. I want to give that game another fair shake. It's a great game. The combat's amazing.
I accidentally clicked on something. I'm so sorry.
Oh, you're good, man. The other one is I want to kind of spread my love across my consoles a little bit more than I did this year. I played almost exclusively on the PS5 Pro. I'd like to get the Switch out, maybe get something on the Switch. Steam Deck, obviously, I'm going to be playing Tactics on it. Up. Yeah, I'm going to be playing Tactics on that for sure. And then Grand Theft Auto 6. That's just the goal. It's just a goal. It's like this game has been coming for years, bro, and it's hopefully coming this November. And
hang out in my neck of the woods.
Yeah, I'm going to. Yeah. It's exciting, dude. That game. I mean, Grand Theft Auto 5 came out the day Brady was born. So it's been 12 years since we've gotten a Grand Theft Auto game. So
12 years and probably 12 different versions, though.
Yes, yeah. And still no version of Red Dead Redemption 2 for whatever reason. It's still stuck on its original release. Like, what is going on at Rockstar, bro? Patch that game up.
I heard that there's going to be like hurricanes in GTA
I hope so.
6.
I hope so. I'm hearing a lot of good things about it. Obviously, it's Rockstar. I've never been let down by Rockstar. Nobody does games like Rockstar does. So take the time. I'm fine. At this point, it's been 12 years,
Yeah, what's another one?
What's another 12,
Well, let's not get carried away. Let's not get carried away. No, that's pretty solid goals. I think attainable. Yeah. Maybe not GTA 6. We'll see.
Maybe. Yeah.
But the other ones seem like they're doable. Yeah, man. Thanks for coming on, talking about all the stuff you played last year. Appreciate that. Yeah, I'm really I just got to get Ghost of Tsushima. I just got to get over
it. You got to do it.
Got to get over the price. Just next time it goes on sale, just get it.
Yep.
But yeah, guys, make sure you come back on Tuesday. You guys going to be here Tuesday?
We are, yeah.
How many episodes of Night of the Seven Kingdoms?
I believe 6.
Is it just a mini-series?
It's not a mini-series. I think they're doing multiple seasons, just a shorter format. The episodes are shorter.
Yeah, so you guys had your episode 0 and episode 1 already last week, so you'll be back Tuesday for episode 2.
Yep.
Dad and I will be back on Thursday for episode 7 of Fallout. We only got 2 more episodes of that. And then I teased on Thursday, and now you're here, so I'll tease with you. Chad and I are going to be doing like a game season of Showboys, probably early summer-ish. after some stuff happens. You're going to Japan. I'm going to Ohio. Very different traveling, but yeah. So that'll be fun. I'm excited to do that. I'm excited to have a dedicated season to a game. That'll be interesting.
It's funny because the last time that you and I did this was Triangle Strategy, and we're playing the grandfather to Triangle Strategy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's gonna be cool. Yeah, I'm very excited to play the Ivalice Chronicles.
Yeah, man.
Which we need to figure out how the episode structure is gonna work, because it's a big undertaking. But anyways, guys, make sure you subscribe, follow us wherever you listen, and be here Tuesday with Chad and Nick to talk about Knight of the Seven Kingdoms. We will see you then. And even though at the end of the intro it says Coromon, this was not about Coromon. I apologize. Totally unfair.